A girl wakes up with memories that are totally alien only to realize she has isekai'd as the villainess in her favorite game. But instead of playing the trash tier villain role according to the script, our big boss Pride pulls a massive U-turn. She chooses a path of morality and protects everyone, hoping to dodge the death flag already planted on her head. The episode kicks off with Pride, who originally logged out of her old world due to an accident, now regaming as Princess Pride, the final boss whose personality was, well, rotten in the original game. According to the script, she is supposed to be sent to the lobby by her own sister, Tiara. While she's busy eavesdropping on Kingdom news, Stale, her devoted assistant, looks at her with deep concern, asking if she needs anything. Pride responds with a totally unbothered smile. The deep atmosphere is broken when her sister Tiara rushes in, grabbing her hands and buzzing with excitement because she can't wait for tomorrow's birthday party. As hour approaches, the pressure spikes when Minister Gilbert jumps in, promising that the event will run perfectly smooth. Pride finally realizes this situation is getting tense. Tomorrow is her 16th birthday, the major coming-of-age milestone to prove if she is top-tier enough to be the future queen. Just one wrong move and she'll be clapped by a ton of malicious rumors, making her reputation vanish instantly. Gilbert tries to reassure her that he will stand by her side when the royal school is announced, but mentioning school makes Stale's face lose all color. Seeing her underling looking unstable, Pride checks in on him, but Stale just says I'm fine, despite his face clearly being shook just as much as Tiara's. Pride tells herself she must be the solid support for the whole family, regardless of what happens tomorrow. That night, Stale practices swordsmanship with Arthur, but his soul is clearly loading, leading to him getting dragged in the fight. Arthur is confused and asks what's wrong, so Stale confesses that tomorrow is the big boss's 16th birthday. Arthur replies, I know, I've even been appointed as her private bodyguard. But Stale screams internally, that's not the issue. The real issue is that after the birthday, Pride's fiancé will be made public at the party. Both Stale and Arthur are depressed because they know they are just employees who can't stop a thing. Stale decides to vibe check the fiancé to see if he's worthy of his sister. The tea he gathers says it's the first prince of the Anemone Kingdom. However, the internet netizens rumor that this guy has a trash personality and is a total bad boy. Stale is like, there's no way I'm letting my sister marry that guy. The next day, the party begins. Stale and Tiara surround Pride, praising her dress as absolutely stunning. The royal army led by Captain Roderick also arrives to congratulate her. Pride is about to say thanks when the assistant Clark holds her hand and offers very romantic congratulations, making her blush since this guy wasn't even on her favorites list in the game. While she's overthinking, a new guard named Callum cuts in to congratulate her, followed by Arthur, the guy who has a crush on the princess but is too shy to say anything coherent. Just as the guards leave, Pride spots a complete stranger staring at her. She is so shook she almost falls, but Stale pulls off a hero saves the beauty move just in time. Right then, her memory updates. At age 16, she's supposed to develop feelings for two characters and one of them is about to spawn. And boom, Prince Leon actually appears. He apologizes for startling her and introduces himself as the first Prince of Anemone. Pride greets him, but her brain is screaming because she totally forgot about this engagement. In the original game, Leon loved Pride insanely, giving her his whole heart, only to be brutally phased out by her without mercy. However, the real-life Leon speaks very politely, making Pride stunned because his vibe is nothing like the game. Before she can emotionally prepare, Leon grabs her hand and pulls her into the party. There, the Queen Mother officially announces Pride's 16th birthday and confirms the engagement with Leon to strengthen the alliance between the two countries. The party ends, but Stale and Arthur look more wilted than dead grass. Later, Leon walks with Pride, revealing he will stay at the castle for 3 days, and a week after officially becoming the fiancé, he will move in permanently. Pride knows all too well that the next few days will be a massive variable in her life. According to the original game script, after being wiped out by her, Prince Leon had to go into therapy. Back then, Pride treated him like a toy, gaslighting him and forcing him to love her just to seize all the power. Leon back then was just a puppet king, glitching with trauma whenever he saw Pride. She even played the jealousy card, threatening Leon to stay away from her sister Tiara, making him so scared he cried and begged, I only love you. Pride back then was a pure villainess, laughing at others' pain and threatening that if he dared betray her, he would be cooked. The atmosphere was straight up horror. Back to the present, Pride is walking with Leon in the garden. Word is, this guy is an out-of-bounds magician and a guaranteed future king, but Pride is scared of herself because she vividly remembers how she destroyed him in the game. Strangely, in the game, she had zero feelings for Leon, but right now, her heart is skipping a beat. The two sit on a stone bench, and Leon starts his bad boy routine, using sweet talk to flirt. Pride knows exactly what his playbook is, but she plays dumb, acting innocent, to go along with the act and see what other tricks he has up his sleeve. Returning to her room at night, Pride jumps because someone is knocking on the window. She opens the curtains to find Val doing a shipcod delivery with the two kids, Sephi and Kame. Val brings letters from the kingdom and takes the chance to congratulate her on the engagement. Once inside, Val immediately tries to verify the receipts. So, What does the princess think of that Leon guy? Pride praises him as kind and polite, but she can't fool Val. Knowing she's lying, Val makes an offer. If the princess doesn't want to marry him, I'll help you escape anywhere. Remember season 1? Val is a loyal servant, ready to do anything for her. Pride hears this and laughs, saying she never thought she'd become a fugitive. And thinking about it, if she vanished, Tiara would take the throne, Stale and Arthur would be promoted, the world would lose a final boss, and everyone would be safe. But Pride says no. Despite her reputation as a villainess, she loves this kingdom and its people too much. She will fight for them until the end. Pride thanks Val and tells him to sleep easy. She's got this. Val holds her hand and gives the classic platonic brother advice. If anything goes down, you better call me immediately. Saying that, he takes the kids and leaves. Pride almost runs after him to thank him, as his presence in her life makes everything less gloomy. Val considers turning back for a hug, but maybe he gets stage fright and stops, just patting her shoulder and repeating, "Remember, call me if you need anything." The next day, Pride leads Prince Leon on an incognito tour around the kingdom. They stroll through the streets, eavesdropping on the town and chatting with the commoners. At the end of the trip, Leon is ecstatic, thanking Pride repeatedly because the vibe of the trip was top tier. He realizes that interacting with the low-level commoners is actually pretty interesting and helps him understand the country and its people. Stale hears this and is a bit shook that the prince's mindset isn't that bad, but whatever hate is still hate. Both Stale and Arthur have faces like lead, sitting silently in the carriage all the way back to the castle like they're heading to a funeral. While Pride and Leon split from the group for a private walk, Stale finds Arthur to de-stress. Arthur, of course, is boiling with rage, absolutely refusing to let Leon take his girl. Even though he knows the engagement is for the big picture and the alliance, Arthur is certain this guy is nowhere near the level of bringing happiness to the princess. Stale tries to de-escalate his buddy's anger, but it's useless. Arthur is furious because he realizes a shocking truth. Not only is Leon acting, but our Pride is acting her heart out just as much. Both are faking happiness to show off to the public. Stale is blown away hearing this, wondering why the big boss has to suffer by being a background actor like that. Finally, the 3-day probation ends and Leon packs his bags to head home. Before parting, Pride tells him to keep it on the low and not blab to anyone about their secret agreement from yesterday. Just as Leon vanishes, Stale prepares to interrogate her about the secret contract, but Val reappears to crash the party with a mountain of birthday gifts. Seizing the moment, Pride gives Val a top-secret mission. Val, of course, nods instantly, while Pride refuses to spill the plan to anyone, no matter how much they pry. In reality, she is planning to use her game hacks from her past life to steer the script and save Leon's life from a bitter end. And so, today's episode stops here. But Pride's journey to flip the script has only just begun. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe to catch the next saltier parts. Peace out.